Hey everyone, I'm Ultimate456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 34 of Let's Platinum and 100% Lies of P, Overture. Alright, let's head back to where we were. As you can see, we don't have to fight the Parade Master. I am actually going to go up here. I did that before, but I didn't quite finish everything, because... Ow. It's going to be tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, dodge, 5. Thank you for blocking that. Yeah, this part sucks. These puppets, they, don't do that. I knew about that attack. How the hell, what is going on? Okay, there we go. Those puppets attack like those ones in the Estelle Opera House, or Estella Opera House. Alright, let's investigate. You need a Carnival coin. Well, fortunately I have 2. Here you go. Alright, and in here we have to play a Carnival game. This is kind of a weird game. I think I understand what you're supposed to do, but it's very strange. What we're going to do, I don't know what the intended method of doing this is, but the Royal Horn bow works pretty well. Up there are a bunch of lights. There's 6 above my head here and 6 above my head here. And we can fill those lights by destroying certain puppets that appear on these spots. And there are some that explode, and it's weird because destroying the exploding ones sometimes gives you a light and sometimes it doesn't, so I don't know. Anyway, step on this switch and we'll see if we can destroy everything. This is not like... It seems like it's see, like I destroyed that first one and it counted. I think. I'm aiming so terribly. Okay, well, I did about half of them. Well, I did exactly half of them. Let me try that again. Put that right there, just in case. Okay, maybe destroying the exploding ones doesn't work. Come on. Okay, there's a lot more that I'm facing the correct way on. I feel like the pattern is always the same as well, which makes it a little bit easier, but it's still pretty tough, especially because the bow doesn't really... Okay, there we go. Nice. 2 more. Okay, we got it that time. I never get it on my first go, but I usually get it on my second or third. Alright, and inside we receive the Maniac's pinwheel blade and pinwheel handle. Also the little fanfare that played at the end made it, and just like what we're doing in general, made it feel like a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time minigame. Alright, here we go. Let's read this. The blade of a large weapon that is stained red with blood. The razor-sharp steel veins funnel the wind, spinning with lethal fury. For other stalkers, the colourful steel blades of this spinning pinwheel became an object of terror, and the maniac would not end his bloodbath until every blade was stained red. The handle of a large weapon that resembles a child's toy pinwheel. The adorable pinwheel attached to it cannot hide its blood-stained cruelty. It's said the stalker known as the Maniac never grew up, his mind frozen in a state of perpetual childhood. The dark crimson colours on the painted handle were the only links between his past self and present mind. Oh my gosh, I didn't realise it was that big. It scales with motivity, and a little bit with technique. It's got charge forward. After finishing your charge, you'll be able to temporarily withstand the enemy's attack. And Storm Slash, I think we've had that a few times. Slash an enemy in front of you multiple times. Alright, let's try it, because that's actually kind of cool. Jesus, I didn't realize that it just spins on its own. What the hell? Hang on. What if I do a charge attack into a charge attack? It actually stopped spinning. Does it spin only when I run? Okay, I gotta take out this enemy. Damn it. Okay, that was pretty cool. Oh, and hang on, something's going on with the ×4 thing there. Is it it's like a maximum spin? Oh yeah. It does like a few extra hits. Interesting. Let's try it a bit more. Oh yeah, got my body. Saw blade, how appropriate. Let's go to the right first. Do I like hold it? Oh, that's cool. It's a cool weapon. Okay. Let me think for a second. Let me deal with this first, because this is hard. What's my damn proof of humanity? There we go. Grab this. Fatal catalyst. Alright, this enemy coming up is actually quite tough. Need a Carnival coin. I'm annoyed that I have such few pulse cells, but we should still be able to win. Okay, inside here we have a boss fight. It's against like this type of enemy that we've fought before, but it's pretty tough. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was a bad start. Should have probably tried to deflect those. If he does this, you kind of got to stay close and get behind him. 2, 3. Got overheated, let's get rid of that. Nice. Heal again. 1, 2, 3. This is the last one. Ow. Probably gonna blow flames again. No. Quickly. What the second hit? Come on, man. How many hits do I have to do to bring you down? I don't know how I blocked that, but I will take it. Heal. How many? Oh my god, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me! He didn't stop attacking! Game! He didn't give me an opportunity. I thought for sure his attack string was done. Ah, man! I'm so frustrated by that. That was an easily winnable fight and the game just didn't let me have it. That was so annoying. I was so ready to finish him off, but he just did not stop attacking. Ah dear. Okay, let's try again. At least we can skip that one because we've already done it. Let's see. What's the easiest way to take you out? Like that, maybe. Even if I just puppet string it, it's not too bad. 1, 2. Sweep. Sweep. Try out for the curling team. Alright. Up here, and Falcon Punch! Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't want to get hit even once. Nice. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, this time for sure. Does it play that little fanfare at the start? Or can I just go straight in? Okay, yeah, pretty much go straight in. I can't climb the stairs. Ooh, 3 hits. Oh, perfect. No, not perfect. Damn light. Okay, here come the blocks. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not too bad. Damn it. Just gonna heal that. Can't believe I'm out of that particular potion. Ample, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Just avoid. Oh, come on. The switch up. I may not be able to survive. Let me do this one. Get rid of overheat a little bit quicker. It feels like my health is going down so fast. This guy is so annoying. I was waiting for that second attack, but so delayed. I'm a bit far away here. Okay, come on. 2, 3, 4. I want to kind of like keep a perfect guarding so I can get like a break on him. A stagger. Jesus, man. He just has so much health. And so much defense as well. Now? Finally. Oh my god, I didn't get the last one. Please. Oh, thank god. Alright, this should finish him off. Oh man, what a waste of time. Alright, you get an Ergo Crystal the Eternal for beating him, which is nice. And you get whatever is in here, which I can't remember actually. Ah, the Workshop Union Auto Adaptive Converter +1. Yes, that's a mouthful, but what it does is basically just a sort of like an overall version of the ones that we've already collected. So it gives you an average on fire, electric, and acid, increases your fire and electric, well, if you're using the corrosion one. And it weighs a little more, gives you a bit of physical damage reduction, so yeah, why not? I also find it funny that it's like an item that is arguably better than the best one that we found in the main game, even on New Game Plus, despite it being a +1. And I don't think there's anything here actually. And it was found like in the past, so it's kind of funny. Meta commentary about like how things were better in the past. Okay, nice. Splendid Ergo Chunk, Sawtooth Wheel. Oh, what was this one again? Looks like it could be a Legion Caliber or Quartz, or... Ah, the Winter's Sleep Amulet +1. Yes, we literally just found the Winter's Sleep Amulet a few episodes ago. And this one just increases the frost resistance or freeze resistance even more. So that's good. Okay, let's go around. Okay, now the way this works... Oh, hang on. What do I want to do first? Does it matter? Like... No, it's better to go this way because the other way is just... Oh, perfect. I made it here just in time. So you have to be patient and wait for these rail cars to go round and round, and then when you get to the open one you can enter and wait until it goes to the top, and Jiminy should say something in just a moment when we get to the top. Alright, and the way we do this is basically you wait until it arrives on this side, and then just leap off here. Now, there's a puppet over there, it's pretty strong, but there's also this hanging one right here. Just knock it off like that. And then we're going to get this one here and just keep attacking. And make sure you're not near the edge too much, otherwise you'll clank. 2, 3, beautiful. Okay, Zoo Tram Station Key. A key found in the Carnival Garden. It unlocks the entrance to the Zoo Tram Station. There was only one way to escape the monsters and reach downtown. Unfortunately, the staff member could not avoid his fate and breathed his last. Okay, drop down onto here. Now be careful when you drop down to here. What you want to do is you want to drop actually in the center, and then just try and avoid the horses, because if you run into them, they'll just like knock you over, and you'll be stuck for a little bit. Let's go in here like this. Half Moonstone. Get this guy who somehow hasn't noticed me. Avoid. Don't worry about this chest for right now. Instead, go to this one. Ah, there's bloody debris in the way. I don't want to get knocked over by these damn horses. There we go. Oh, I don't know how I made that. That was not easy. Okay, let's follow these. A bit easier. And the music that's playing, I think, is from the original, or from the base game. Ah, the rose shoes, we found them. They're in a treasure chest. A lovely pair of crimson shoes adorned with roses. They are perfectly sized for a small doll. It does not remember opening its eyes, or why. Perhaps this life is a dream, wished into existence by another. Once awake, though, may it travel the world and live life to the fullest. I wonder if Rosora was made as sort of like almost like a jumping off point for the DLC. For the sequel, because it's to do with, well, it feels like it's to do with Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Okay, another Sawtooth Wheel, pretty much exactly the same thing, so let's just put our bow on again. And one day we'll get one of these things. Holy crap, oh, there was 3 in 1. There we go, 2 more. Ta-da! And this time we get another miraculous recovery ample. Cool. Get rid of that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, that puppet that dropped from up top is over here now. We don't really need to defeat it. So I'm not going to worry. Okay, do not drop down here yet. Instead, oh, I forgot about you. This enemy can be quite annoying. He kind of like just like charges and goes bang, 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 bang. There's another one. Sort of like that. Okay, good. Another carnival coin. Another carnival? Oh yeah, there's one more. Okay. Now, yeah, so get that carnival coin, then drop off here. And then collect this. And we're going to have a rather long conversation, relatively long conversation, with this wandering merchant here. Let's speak to him and see what he has to say.
Oh, if it isn't a stalker. Play acting the hero who saves the world, huh? Meanwhile, I have chosen instead to simply look upon this ruined world from this grand little vantage point. Really add some zest and extravagance to my tea time. But this situation really hasn't helped the costs of my already expensive hobby. So, a transaction is always welcome. Well, you've stumbled across something of real value. Good taste or plain luck, I wonder. Either way, when you're ready to sell it, consider me. You can't get a proper price for those just anywhere. No, you need to sell it to a specialist, an expert like me, who knows its true worth. And if we can reach a deal, I might have an interesting secret for you.
Alright, always happy to make a transaction, whatever the case, just let me know. Let's purchase first. So he's got 30 sawtooth wheels, 5 antifreeze ampoules, a grindstone coating capsule, a miraculous enhancement capsule, a miraculous recovery ampoule, and Gemini's enhanced detection. He also has a very interesting amulet known as the survival amulet. The effect is, while locked on a target, changes the dodge motion to a roll motion. So instead of dodging when we're locked on, we'll roll like we normally do when we're not locked on, which is an interesting idea. I have not used this. I feel like I like dodging a lot more than rolling. But yeah, you can if you want to try it. It says, those who have survived intense battles all say the same thing. Getting dirty in the mud to survive is better than dying. Let's buy it anyway, just for the sake of getting the amulets. We found a black rabbit hole key. A weathered but otherwise ordinary looking key. Its head bears the mark of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood, a key to the many hideouts prepared by the Black Rabbit Brotherhood in various areas. One member of the Brotherhood was prone to losing his key, so they had to make a whole pile of them. Okay, buy that. And finally, if you're playing on New Game Plus, the Clear Blue Sky Golden Record will be here. It says, open your eyes and look at that clear blue sky. Feel the night, which will end someday. Only time will tell. The Clear Blue Sky, a song of how the landscape seen when the veil of time is lifted may sometimes be the most beautiful sight. Okay, let's buy that. And if we sell, we can actually sell him that Royal Flower tea set that we got. That's what he was talking about. And you'll see that it's highlighted in blue, and that's essentially a way to suggest he's the best person to sell it to, because you're going to get like a premium for selling it to him specifically. This only happens 2 or 3 times in this DLC, and it never happens in the original game. I can only assume this is Round 8 and NeoWiz's way of saying this might be a mechanic that we use in the future. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's just my guess. Let's sell it, and we get a whole bunch of ergo for that. And that's pretty much it.
That is a key, yes. A key to one of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood's hideouts. I assume a member of the Brotherhood dropped it somewhere. But only a fool or a lunatic would loiter around one of their hideouts. So, no. It isn't selling all that well, actually. Since I've been wooed by the elegance and charm of this tea set, I'll share this piece of information about the crown of Krat's own queen of the dramatic arts, Adelina. Her greatest stage prop is called the Puppet Prince's Imperial Crown. Or rather, it was. A true collector's item, and stolen almost as soon as it went on display. But there was no honor among those thieves. I even heard one of them survived, having transformed into a monster that haunts the sea after trying to take the crown for himself. Hilarious, right? Some whore wearing a crown like they're the king of the monsters? I doubt even the most devoted of fans would want to end up like that.
Okay, so we got that. We learnt about the secret. That secret will actually come into play a little bit later. Actually, a lot later. One thing I actually want to point out there, this is another very, very small, cool thing. When we talked to him, we bought... let me think. He talked about the tea set without saying it. It's like, you've come across a really valuable item there. If you sell it to me, I'll make it worth your while by telling you a secret. And then at the same time, we bought the Black Rabbit Hole key. Upon buying the key and selling him the tea set, when we exited back out, we didn't even have to talk to him again. It just automatically went into the communication. Like it automatically went into the next talking sequence, and he talked about the Black Rabbit Hole key. After he did that part of his conversation, there was an ellipsis to sort of say, okay, hang on a second, and then it loaded the next part of the conversation about the fancy tea set and the secret with Adelina. And I feel like even in this game and in previous games, you always have to back out of the conversation and exhaust the dialogue as it were. And I feel like it's such a tiny thing, but they coded it in such a way that it allowed it to just play out naturally, which I guess feels like a slight bit more organic. Like, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but it's just cool to see a very slightly different way of doing it, and almost like a confirmation that it can be done like that when they really think about it. I don't know, that's just something that I noticed.
It is set. Now, be our guest. Step right up and do your best.
Okay, let me do my best. Hooray! I got the cheer gesture, and we can also collect the strategist's amulet. Let's have a look at the cheer gesture first. Perform the cheer gesture. Every accomplishment, large or small, deserves a full-throated cheer. If they aren't celebrated, the accomplishments might as well not have been achieved at all. Fist bump! Double fist bump! Let's go! Yeah! Woo! And a clap at the end. I love the little like clang of his metal arm as well, against his sort of like fleshy arm. Where's the strategist amulet? Here it is. Increases weapon attribute damage buildup. With unpredictable attacks, the enemy is slowly driven toward death. By the time the enemy realizes they're in a perfectly laid trap, it's already too late. Alright, so yeah, if you have like any weapons that deal electric shock or overheat, sorry, electric blitz or overheat, or what is the decay, then using that amulet will increase the amount that it builds up on the enemy. Can be quite useful actually. Alright, we did pass up a door that we have the key to, but before we use that key, let's head back to Rosara and give her back the shoes. We did get that earlier. Okay, we're doing pretty well. I've only died like 2 times, I think, not including that one where I intentionally did. Let's talk to Rosara.
I need my shoes to be free. I will wait for you here. Oh, you found my shoes. Thank you. Rosara is so happy. Now I can run, I can dance, I can go anywhere. I can go back to the Rose Estate. You gave me back my freedom. So here's a present for you. It's called Rosara's Treasure. No matter where I end up, I'll remember you. The friend who helped free Rosara. I'll go to the Rose Estate now. With each step the shoes and I take, I'll think of you. My new friend.
Okay, we receive Rosara's treasure, piece of a drawing, and we also get Lissrum. Never heard that word in my life, but there it is, Lissrum. Let's have a little look at that first. That one says, "Since you took my hand and my time began, I'll fly high and free in the world you gave me. The joy of yearning for someone and embarking upon a journey after escaping the birdcage. Lissrum, the song to sing when dancing at the world's end." And then Rosara's treasure says, "A child's drawing that looks very old." There we go, just a little boy. Wonder who that could possibly be. And we can do one more thing here with Rosara. I didn't realize. Hang on, let me talk to her first.
No matter where I end up, I'll go to the Roses.
Okay. I believe if you tap dance, because she mentioned something about dancing earlier.
You like to dance too! Dance with Rosara! No matter where I end
Yeah,
up.
so you get a little bit of dialogue there if you do that, which is really cool. Alright, Rosara will return eventually. For now, let's continue. No, I'm blocked. Alright, looks like we made it through this section of the game, that's good. I don't think there are any more enemies left. Yeah, there's no enemies left until for a little while, so we're going to just move on and we're going to reach...
That missing persons poster. You saw it too, right? The name reads Romeo. Romeo, the legendary stalker's apprentice. Since we're back in the past, there's a chance we might run into him, so Let's stay strong and carry on.
Alright. Huh, I thought it said Rat Zoo for a second. It says Krat Zoo. Okay. If we open this door, we find ourselves, if you can figure out where we are at the tram station. Let's look around here. Krat Zoo. You can see down into the Carnival, another statue of an elk or whatever. Tickets, ticket counters.
Hello? Is someone there?
Someone is there. We will approach that lady in just a second, but first we can find some hidden treasure. Resplendent Ergo chunk.
Hello? Is someone there?
I'll use the Stargazer. I don't need to, but I'll use it. Maybe we'll try and level up now. How much is that? I don't even... 17,000? Yeah, I'll level up because I still have 17,000 left.
Hello? Is someone there?
I might be able to use it. Alright, let's talk to one of the first NPCs in the game.
You there? I hear you. Can you help an old blind lady? This easel before me, it's not supposed to be empty, is it? Do you see a painting on the ground? It's mine. Pick it up and give it to me. Quickly.
Okay. Blank canvas. Actually, I never read this, but now I'm curious. The canvas of Goddard the Blind Painter. Nothing is drawn on it. Just a glance is enough to know that this canvas was purchased from one of the few premium art suppliers in Krat. Unlimited potential lies within the canvas, but at present it is merely blank fabric, as silent as it is empty. Okay, talk to her.
Even though I can't see, I can tell from the feel of the canvas. Oh, thank the heavens. This is my painting. It is very precious to me. Since losing my sight, this piece has given me courage. I'm sure you would love to hear my story.
Yes.
Once, I was a high-ranking alchemist, with a dream and a purpose. I dedicated my life to the cause of human evolution. Unfortunately, I suffered an accident in the laboratory. The incident damaged my eyes. I could no longer work. But the accident turned out to be a blessing. Stumbling in the dark, I found a painting that revealed the path of truth through art. What do you think? What do you see when you look at my painting?
Okay, incredible. It is a brilliant work of art, or it is just a blank canvas. Let's lie here. Incredible. It is a brilliant work of art.
You have a good eye. This painting inspired me greatly. I lost my sight, but I see the path I must walk. You know, the world is a dark, cold, and isolating place. However, I am attuned. I tread the path. I will find the light, the brilliance that illuminates art.
Okay, we got some more humanity. Let's talk to her again.
I tread the path.
Okay, that's it, I guess. Thought there was a bit more. Alright, so that's Goddard. We will be coming back to her in the future. For now, let's get on the tram and see where it takes us. So yeah, another opportunity to lie or tell the truth. The first one in the DLC. And yeah, it makes sense to lie there. No reason to be cruel to a blind lady. Although she was an alchemist, so... Oh, the enemies are still there. Could just barely hear the music and it was playing so perfectly there. Attacks can be divided into 3 types: slashing, piercing, and striking. It is important to secure the defense parts that are right for the enemy's attack type and prepare the attack type that the enemy is something. A very tiny kitten that looks suspiciously like the one from Hotel Krat. Where the hell are we? This looks pretty interesting. Okay, a lift. Or an elevator. What do you guys say, lift or elevator? I use both. It's like whatever feels natural. I don't really know what necessarily... I feel like in Australia we call it an elevator, but definitely call it a lift as well. Listen to the music.
Hotel Krat. I know, I still can't believe it myself. This must be before the grand opening.
So we're in Hotel Krat before the grand opening. And we're in a different part of Hotel Krat, and you'll figure out where we are in just a moment. Ah, right behind where Vanini was. And look at that, the chair is down here now instead of all the way up the top. Cutscene. Right. Well, we just met an NPC and there's another one over there. Let's repair the Stargazer first. And then we'll have a little look around. Okay, so let's find out what's in here. Actually, this is a very important item. This is the upgrade core. Upgrade core. Use the upgrade core to further amplify the abilities of the P organ. You can upgrade the P organ in the Activate P organ menu. Let's have a read. P organ upgrade core part. A key part that is used to upgrade the P organ. Quartz can be used to further amplify P organ abilities. With frenzied determination, the genius technician created the core which encapsulated all his technical knowledge. But for an unknown reason, the technician's masterpiece failed to see the light and faded away in the passage of time. So, I guess what they're saying there is like, he made a better core than the one he made at the beginning of the game, but it failed to see the light and faded away for some reason. And that's the way they explain it. We have 3 quartz. Why is quartz highlighted? When did I get a quartz? I feel like I did get one, but I don't remember. Anyway, unless I picked one up. Yeah, I think because there were 2 things in that chest, so one of them must have been a quartz as well. Alright, we have the Legion Arm thing. We also have access to where Eugenie helped us. Let's head outside. Still got our training grounds. Not much has changed here. Still sort of the same thing. Come on, give me a crit. There we go. Jeez, that was like 3 or 4 crits in a row. Bang. Okay, good damage, good damage. Nothing has really changed here. You can read this. I think it says the same thing. Great fortune to all visitors, rest for all travelers, blessings to all friends. You can see there's like a large crate that's being held there, wrapped in the cloth. Yeah, nothing else out here, although it is snowing. I don't usually look at Hotel Krat in this angle. Look at it, it's huge, man. Okay. Let's head to Eugenie's workstation first, and if we access it, it says upgrade weapon, alter handle, assemble weapons, purchase, which is just a few different moonstones, all that kind of stuff. And we can also repair a broken grindstone. So let's do that for the cutting and piercing grindstone. It's weird that there's only like slashing and... what was the other one? Not striking, slashing and piercing for like our attacks, but for the enemy's attacks I think they also have striking. Strange. Anyway, let's read those now that we've collected them. They say temporarily increases weapon slashing attack and stabbing attack damage and stagger attack. A special grindstone that can be equipped to a grinder. It can be triggered by using the grinder when guarding. Because it is fragile, it cannot be used often. Special grindstones were made to respond quickly in battle. These grindstones... okay, yeah, I've read those things before. Anyway, it allows you to increase your slashing or stabbing attack damage. If I was to use one, it would be the cutting grindstone. I actually did use it in practice because it gives you more damage. But I think the critical hit one is like just as good, if not better. It's really hard to tell which one is better, so just pick whichever you want, pick your poison. Okay, let's go into this menu. This is really cool. And we'll craft one of the new Legion arms. This is Icarus, a Legion arm that launches blades using powerful rotational power. Launched blades return after they slice the enemy. So this is really good for us because it scales with both motivity and technique. We could also make Cataclysm. It says a Legion arm that stores energy to fire shotgun shells. Charging will increase its power, and shells that have been charged once will be unloaded after a set period of time. It scales with motivity mostly. Let's definitely go with, hang on. Weighs less, but it does more physical attack in general. Why? BB. Does the A scaling really make that much of a difference? That's interesting. Even this one is stronger. Falcon Eyes. Aegis scales with everything. Pandemonium. Very interesting. Flamberge. Okay, anyway, I like to get Icarus, and I'm actually going to upgrade it with my my Legion calibers since I have so many. Normally I like to do one at a time, but this is pretty simple. So, Strengthened Blade. Retrieving a blade temporarily enhances the next blade launched. The number of blades in the magazine will increase to 2. Actually, you know what? I'll show it off first, and then I'll upgrade one at a time. Switch. Icarus. Okay, so if you look at the bottom of the screen where it has Icarus, just above the L2 there's a single blade icon. So if I hold, I can just release. And then when it comes back to me, I can just hold and release again. I can also just release it straight away, like that. I just press L2 immediately. And that's pretty much all it does, right? It's good damage, it's quick. If the enemy is standing still, it's really, really valuable. Let's strengthen the blade. So this will increase the amount of blades that we have to 2, as you can see. I believe we'll be able to fire both blades at the same time, or is it just still one? No, okay, at the moment it's just one. But when we retrieve this blade, you'll see that effect on the left. It's red. If we throw another blade, it'll do more damage. So if you just like fire it straight back. So let's test that actually. Let's wait until the damage goes away. And wait until Icarus completely depletes. So we'll do just a regular attack. So it goes from, so it's 795, and we compare that to, okay, it's not that much extra damage, but it's decent. Let's upgrade it again. I'm really glad I kept those Legion calibers like I said I was going to. Double reload. Launch 2 blades simultaneously by charging. The number of blades in the magazine will increase to 3. These upgrades are really good because every time you upgrade you actually get 2 effects. Sometimes, or for some of the older Legion arms, you only get 1. So if we hold, we can do 2 at once. Now let's hold again. It's 1662. Okay, so I did about 1800, but still really good. Look at that damage. It's good damage. It's one of my favorite Legion arms. Alright, and now if we modify it to the maximum amount, we have Rotate Throw. While preparing to fire, use Fable slots by pressing the Fable button to launch all blades simultaneously. The number of blades in the magazine will increase to 4. Now this one I don't use too much, the Fable effect, but having 4 blades is really good. So if you go hold L2 and then press triangle, and then it just kind of like, it's for fighting like multiple enemies at the same time, I think, but you don't really do that in the game too much, so. 2, 2, 2, 2, triangle. Look at that, it's insanity. Okay, I ran out of Legion. Yeah, crazy damage. Alright, I can't get Cataclysm yet because I don't have the other Genius plug, but we'll get it eventually. For now, let's use our Quartz, and I'll show you how the upgraded P-Organ works. Quartz effects can be amplified even further by upgrading the P-Organ with Quartz. Upgrading the P-Organ will amplify specific Quartz effects. Certain upgrades will not amplify Quartz effects, but will instead provide additional effects. Oh, interesting. Let me have a look at something here. 1, 2. Yeah, that's exactly what I had. Okay, I thought I was like, I made a mistake. Press R2 to access the upgrade P organ menu, and you can see you can put, as long as you have the quartz effects listed on the right, as long as you have one, you'll be able to increase the effectiveness of it. So like, let's go, let me see, yeah, here. So I have lower damage while dodging 1, but I don't have lower damage while dodging 2. So this, putting a quartz here will improve that effect even more, but if I had the other one, it would improve it, like you improve that one as well, so get the best of both worlds. Alright, so let's start. We definitely want our Fable Arts attack to be increased, so let's put 1 there. That's really good. There we go, beyond limitless potential. We definitely want to enhance the Perfect Guard Destruction. This is so valuable. And then for our third one, we're going to pick Perfect Guard Fable Charge Enhance. I like Perfect Guarding, I think I'm okay at it, and it's really valuable to use. So let's go with that. And then when we get more, we'll keep going. You can also like increase the amount of ergo. You're like, this is crazy. 3 of them? That would be a decent one to put in. I wonder if I should do that actually. Maybe I should have done that just there. Whatever, not a big deal. Alright, cool, we did that. Oh yeah, I can't use my thing, that's fine. Alright, should we talk to you straight away? Before we do, let's collect... Should we collect the letter first? Let's collect the letter first. There's a lot to do here before we move on. Alright, crumpled letter. The letter looks very old. Tear stains are still visible on the paper. My dearest Geppetto, it is my duty to bring you the regrettable news of Camille's death. Reports indicate the job was proceeding as planned when a catastrophic chemical leak occurred, leading to a colossal mortality event. There were no survivors. Due to ongoing toxicity at the site, search and recovery operations have been called off. I cannot describe how much it pains me to deliver this news to you, my friend. Camille shone brightly with the light of genius. All of us, all of Krat, have lost a brilliant star. The Order will provide complete support for the funeral arrangements of Camille and her assistants. Mere currency cannot ever equal the friendship Camille showed us, but we hope you will accept this as a sincere gesture of sympathy for your loss. May trust and friendship between the workshop and the Order never falter. Respectfully, Valentinus Monad, Chief Alchemist of the Isle. Alright, so that is... Camille was Carlo's mother and Geppetto's love interest, and she died. We've got the gramophone here. Let's... actually, before we do that, I don't know what the use of this is, but you can sit down here. I think the cat will sometimes come and... Yeah, the cat will turn up. Okay, and then you can eventually get up, or you can press circle to cancel. Alright, let's talk to this strange gentleman. Hello.
Well, well, a stalker. Or so I assume, judging by your attire and demeanor. And yet your face is unknown to me. To me? Ridiculous. You're a sweeper, perhaps? But no matter. Ignorant fools say that we are adversaries, but in truth, our relationship is not that hostile. I do so look forward to working with you. Have you something to say?
Okay, so immediately one thing that we can gather from this person is that, well, first of all, his name is Lumarcio, and he is a member of the Bastards. If you remember at the very beginning of the game, we spoke to Polendina behind this very counter, and he told us about the Bastards and the Sweepers. Lumarcio is part of the Bastards faction, and he thought that we were a sweeper because we're also a stalker. He was able to tell that we're a stalker. By the way, in case you're wondering what the headpiece he's wearing is supposed to represent, it's a snail, and we'll go into that a little bit later. For now, let's talk to him about the red-haired stalker.
Red hair. Red hair. Could you be speaking of Leia Florence? Why didn't you just say so? If you're looking for the legendary stalker, you should just come out with it. But, if I may ask, what could you possibly want with a living legend?
Let's say to help her.
Help her, you say? Yes, she was here, but she took that lift, headed down. Simply said she had something to take care of, but heaven knows what that could be. Perhaps she's gone to slay that poor, crazed lunatic, the one afflicted with the petrification disease. She is the legendary stalker, after all. There's a reason they say only merciful death remains in her wake.
Alright, what about just curious about the legendary stalker?
Perhaps you've heard the tale of the Blood Artist. Just one of the monikers of a murderous puppet that targeted only the upper crust of society. It was a dreadful affair. Many a stalker tried to apprehend the Blood Artist, only to die by his blade. But he was no match for one in particular, who took him down on her own. The stalker not only beat the Blood Artist in single combat, but she utterly dismantled him. And she goes by the rather pedestrian name, Leia Florence. Though most everyone just calls her by the loftier moniker, the legendary stalker.
Okay, so Leia Florence defeated the Blood Artist, who was a murderous puppet. Talk about something else. What about Romeo?
Romeo? Never heard of him. Oh, the sidekick. The legendary stalker's young apprentice, I suppose. He could be the reason she's been so on edge of late.
Okay, and what year is it?
I beg your pardon? What year is it? Are you under the influence of some strange medication? You may well want to study the provenance of your petrification cure. A word to the wise, don't trust any medicine that an alchemist doesn't hand to you personally. The Monad Charity House. You've heard of the Rose Estate? That's where you'll find your cure. If you're looking for the legendary stalker, she took that lift, went down. Well, don't let me stop you. If you want to talk to her, follow her.
Alright, the lift that he's talking about is the one that's over there, the one that led us to the Alchemists, or the Isle of Alchemists in the main game. We'll go there in a sec. Does he say anything different?
Ignorant fools say that we are adversaries, but in truth, our relationship is not that hostile. I do so look forward to working with you. If you're looking for the legendary stalker...
Okay, so that's all he says. Let's go up here. You'll notice we can't go this way. It's been blocked off. And we can't go this way. It's been blocked off. I like those little like gameplay things, because it always gives you an idea, or like it tells you it's alright, we're gonna make this a bit smaller. Oh, I just remembered I forgot to do something. Damn. Okay, let me quickly do that first. I completely forgot. Unfortunately, I remembered. Now, I don't think it matters too much, but there has been talk that if you don't do it properly, you could miss out on something. So let me actually fix this up. Let's go back to the Carnival Garden. I completely forgot about the Black Rabbit Hole key. We saw the Black Rabbit Hole, or we saw like a door with the Black Rabbit Brotherhood sign on it, or insignia on it. So let's go back there and use the key that we got to open it. Ah, man, I forgot. I was meant to do it pretty much immediately after I got the key, but I did forget. Yeah, someone was saying that if you don't do this here and you forget, it can lock you out of like a few like items or something like that. One or two items. Okay, and now we go here. You used Black Rabbit Hole key. Okay, inside is just a small room. Again, Black Rabbit insignias everywhere. If we open the safe, we can find, I think rather coolly, the Eccentric's mask and Piercing Death's hunting apparel. Let's try that on. The mask worn by the Eccentric of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. This is the odd headgear of an eclectic inventor who can't stop tinkering on ingenious but devilish weapons. Big brother, can you please shut him up? The youngest. And then we can also put this on. Piercing Death's hunting apparel. The hunting garb worn by the Eccentric of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. He ensured his siblings never envied the workshop's latest weapons and equipment. No, brother, get the parts first. We can use whatever he makes as weapons. Okay, and for putting this equipment on, we get the Black Rabbit Hole key, which we already have. It's pretty much exactly the same key. Remember, they made a bunch. And the Brotherhood's notes. A note that clearly bears 3 different styles of handwriting. Stop losing your key, and stop picking the locks. I'm going to be very irritated if I find broken locks everywhere. The key is in your pocket, right where I put it. So will you stop losing it? I'll kill you if you lose this one as well. Or at least start deducting the cost from your allowance. Big brother, I found 3 of your keys in my room. Take them. Wait, why were your keys in my room anyway? You idiot. Okay, if we use the Moonface pocket watch, we can now return to the Eventide Hotel Stargazer. I'm not sure why it's called that. Eventide. Eventide. Yeah, I don't know. I've said that. I've seen that a few times and I don't know. Unless it's the Eventide. No, it's probably Eventide. It says Colonel Little there at the bottom, or in the middle of the screen, about the bottom of that particular photo. Alright, anyway. Fortunately we did that. And now it's pretty much exactly like the costume is exactly the same, which is really cool. Now if we climb up here, go back to where we were, we can find Paracelsus's suitcase here, a carrier that dispenses goods when gold coin fruit is inserted. You can only buy pretty much exactly what you could buy in the main game. I don't really use the wish stones. I hope they keep that element in the sequel, but do something more with it. Letter delivered to the garden. Greetings. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. First, I must congratulate you on taking possession of the gold coin tree. As you may have already guessed, this precious and unique tree is a priceless treasure from the age of knights and kings. It has been safeguarded even before the alchemists of the Isle came into existence. But I digress. I suspect history may bore you, so let us proceed directly to business. My conditions are simple. Regularly secure all gold coin fruit in this carrier. While I would prefer to receive the gold coin fruit myself, I cannot delay any further, as there is someone I must find. If you ever need something, simply place a gold coin fruit into the carrier. One last thing, you are free to open and access all areas, but do not open the doors that lead to the basement. Do not forget that this agreement, established before our transaction, remains non-negotiable. I look forward to our future transactions. G. Master of the Castle. So, I'm actually not 100% sure what everything means here, but I'm pretty sure this is Janjo sending this letter. Not only because it's G, but also because the seal on the letter on the right is gold, and it has the gold coin fruit, like has like a twig from the gold coin fruit. He's an alchemist. He's like a very long-lived alchemist. He's been around for ages. Let's grab the gold coin fruits now for whatever reason. We got the golden seed earlier in the game. We can plant that here. This place seems ideal for planting seeds. Plant the golden seed.
We planted the seed, but I wonder what'll grow from it. I've never seen anything like it, and it could be a long time before it sprouts.
A pot where the golden seed was planted. Okay, so yeah, we will. I believe you have to wait until the very end of the DLC to get anything from that. So, and it's nothing too special. Don't worry about it. But it's like a cosmetic thing. Okay, and in here we find another Black Rabbit Brotherhood sort of secret area. Inside we obtain the Youngest's mask and the Permeating Death's hunting apparel. Let's read those. Then we'll probably have to end the episode. The mask worn by the youngest of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. This mask incorporates the latest designs from a fashionable city outside Krat. Hey, I'm no tailor, so how do you expect me to make hats? And stop removing the filter, idiot. The hunting ensemble worn by the youngest of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. It is the clothing of a girl who grew up seeing death as entertainment. The rest of us are lost. We've become numb to tyranny. But the youngest is still young. She might have a chance to change, the battle maniac. There we go. We got the delivery receipt. Yeah, so it was a girl. I wasn't 100% sure, but it looks like it was a girl. The Ergo box has been delivered to the Zelator underground facility. No issues with compensation. P.S. Little brother lost the key again in the underground facility. Scold him, big brother. And it looks like it's got some Latin there. I can see, I don't know what the first word is supposed to be, but I'm sure someone can figure it out. It's lorem. Lorem ipsum dolor. Lorem ipsum, I think, is just, it's the name of a font, and I think it means something like really generic. And then it's got some more writing there that I can't read. Dolor, D-O-L-O-R, I'm not sure what that is. And we cannot go through these doors. And I think that's pretty much it for this area. So let's head down. We are finally out of time. But I've done a fair bit. The only thing that remains is to talk to one more NPC and listen to both records. And then we will continue with the DLC. So for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 34 of Let's Platinum and 100% Lies of P Overture. My name is Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.